Here are 5 things that a perfectionist needs to know to get past their perfectionism and just do it. Tip number 1, shift your focus to the big picture. Perfectionists think that everybody in the world is out there to judge them if they make a mistake or deliver something that's less than 100%. Shift the focus away from you to the big picture. Instead of worrying about what others will think of you, and believe me, they are not always thinking about you because they have a life too, think about how much you can grow and learn if you just start and continue to show up. Tip number 2, develop coping mechanisms. Start putting some coping mechanisms in place that will help you bounce up from small failures. Some examples are talking to a trusting friend, seeking out early career stories of people who you now consider successful, repeating positive affirmations like, "I am good enough," and thinking, "What's the worst that can happen?" These are some of the ways that can help you develop self-confidence, lose the fear of failure, and get started. Tip number 3, set a deadline for yourself to start the project and work backwards from there. What are the milestones you need to achieve or the task you must complete before the deadline? Set firm dates and give yourself limited time to complete those tasks so you don't spend unnecessary amount of time perfecting every detail. Tip number 4, get an accountability partner. The American Society of Training and Development did a study on accountability and found that you have a 65% of chance of completing a goal if you commit to somebody. And if you have a specific accountability appointment set up with a person you've committed to, you will increase your chances of success by up to 95%. That's great. So team up with a friend or a mentor so you have access to accountability, advice, and most importantly, tough love as we start moving towards your goals. And finally, tip number 5, do A/B testing. Test your hypothesis on whether an imperfect deliverable is acceptable or not. Next time you're trying to cook that perfect meal, write that perfect report, or prepare a perfect Instagram post, make some deliberate, inconsequential errors and get feedback. You will realize that most often than not, others will not notice the difference and all the extra hours you spend delivering the perfect product were unnecessary. Thank you, and I hope you're able to take away something from these tips and get past your own perfectionism.